Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, she's decided, the author, to not grow up tame like the others. Tame means what?
It's like
Not scared. Tame is not scared. What is tame? Tame is trapped. Trapped? Is that what you said? Yeah, tame is not quite trapped, but it can happen when you're trapped. Tame is calm, like a pet. An animal. An animal that isn't aggressive or mean is tame. So she's decided she's going to not grow up tame like the others. She's not just going to follow others who lay their necks on the threshold waiting for the ball and chain. I want you to underline ball and chain. Put your phone away. Underline ball and chain. Okay? You're in this relationship for life, and it's not easy. So she's not going to wait. Yeah, you can get divorced sometimes if the ball and chain's so heavy, you're like, I need to cut the chain off. Okay? Separate from the ball. So she's not going to lay down and just say, all right, put the ball and chain on me, around my neck, around my leg. She's not going to give up like that. She's not going to be tame. What is she going to be instead?
Free.
She's going to be free. Nicely done. What else is she going to be?
What if when they're together one dies?
Oh, then you're free from the ball and chain, right? Unfortunately, in a sad way. Yes. Okay. So she wants to be free. What else does she want to be? By herself. Possibly. Good. What? Nothing. No, she doesn't want to be nothing.
Independent.
Independent. There's the word.
Independent woman.
An independent woman. There's the phrase. Good job. We've learned something about Nenny, and we've learned something about the author. Partner A, I want you to tell your partner something about Nenny. Partner B, I want you to tell your partner something about the author. And when you do, point it out in the text. This is what I learned about Nenny. This is what I learned about the author. Partner B, talk about the author now. Go. Partner B, you're first. I learned about what I learned about the author was. Partner B is author. What I learned about the author was. Enough with the clicking, thanks. Alright, no more clicking. Okay, back to me. I need one idea from a B. What'd you learn about the author? I need one idea from a B. What'd you learn about the author? Yes, go ahead. Wait, you're A. You're A. B. What'd you learn about the author? Go, B.
She's dusty.
She's dusty. Exactly. What part of her is dusty? Her hair. All right, A. What'd you learn about Nenny? All right, A.
See that Nenny's desperate for a husband.
Nenny is looking for a husband. She's going to use her pretty eyes and her prettiness to look for a husband. Okay? All right. Now, the rest of this is as follows. In the movies, there's always. All right, try it again. In the movies, there's always one with red lips who's beautiful and cruel. She's the one who drives the men crazy and them all away. Her power is her. She will not give it away. So in the movies, there's always that one beautiful woman who controls the people in the movie with her looks. All right, and she decides to laugh people away or she welcomes them in. And finally it says, I've begun my own quiet. Oh, come on. I've begun my own quiet.
War.
One more time. I've begun my own quiet.
War.
Simple. Sure. I'm the one who leaves the
Table.
like a man without putting back the
Chair.
or picking up the
Plate.
Okay. So I want to go back to our friends who had said, when she's going to act like a man and make these decisions just to leave things at the table, she's going to be an independent person, an independent woman. She wants to be free. Okay? Now, I want you to look at the image. And at your tables, I want you to come up with 5 connections between the text and the picture. What does this woman look like? What do you think she represents? What do you think she does? What do you think she wants to be? At your table, you need 5 ideas. Go. Go. 5 ideas. Do you want me to hold your money or do you want to put it away? All right, thanks. 5 ideas. I think the woman and the story are the same because. After you do your ideas, yes. An actor, okay. But how does that relate to the story? Yeah, so find a connection between the story. Oh, there you go. That's a good one. I didn't even think of that one. That's great. So let's turn to the back, please. Let's turn to the back. Thank you for flipping over your paper. Okay, we have about 15 minutes left. So the theme or main idea of our writing goes on top. All right, so that first theme on top is where we're going to put this idea that the author wants to what? Our gentleman right here, we're giving us the theme. What was the main idea? The author wants to do what?
Be independent.
Be independent and free, okay? Wants to be independent and free. Where do you write this part?
On the theme.
On the part where it says theme, on the very top of the back page. You can write my answer, or you can create your own. If you think the author not only wants to be an independent person and marry who she wants to be an independent person and live her own life, or you can copy mine. Okay, you can copy this too. On the very top where it says theme. Okay, all right. Did you copy it on the back?
Free.
Okay, well, I'm helping you. Okay. All right, what's next? I want you to list details. Give me 3 details from this story. 1, 2, 3, but that support the independent idea. I don't want that she's ugly. That is a detail, but I want the detail that's about the theme. I want the detail that says she wants to be independent. Give me a detail about that. All right, so my idea for you is that she's not going to be tamed. That's a detail from the story. She's not going to be tamed. She's going to be independent. Now you need 2 more. How is she telling us that she's going to be independent? She's not going to be tamed, and what else is she going to do? That goes on. You all are doing well. You're not going to what? Tame, right? Okay, and then what else? What else is she going to do or not going to do to be independent? What's she going to do down here? What's she going to do up here? That's 1 more. Okay. Now, some of you are working ahead, and that's great. Now you're going to do the picture theme. What's the theme of the picture? What's the picture about?
The girl.
But what does her look tell us?
She
looks independent.
She looks independent, exactly.
She's not going to take her neck.
She's independent. All right, so the picture as well is about this independent woman. And in the same way, you also need details that show that she's independent. Short hair. She's unique in that way, right? So she decided to cut her hair short. You can't see it, but what is she wearing? She wearing a dress? No, what is she wearing? She's wearing a suit, right? So she has her own style. She's independent. She's not going to wear a dress like all the other women at the Golden Globes Awards show. She's going to pick what she wants to wear. And by the way, her lipstick is red in the real photo.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, so if you want to add that detail, you may. In the real photo, in the color photo, she has red lipstick on.
Is she like white skin color?
She's a white lady, yes.
And also for details and such, like, this camera.
And for she also got straight edge hairline.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well done. Why you grab his pencil?
Dude, look at his lining.
Why you grabbing his pencil? Alright, well, figure out what you're doing over there. And do it nicely. I wonder what you were doing.
I was doing a lineup and I was lining her up. She got too big of a forehead.
She's straightened out now. She's good. All right. All right. Now we need to start writing. Let's fill out our graph real quick. So we have this idea of shared theme. What's our shared theme? What's our shared theme? The girls can be, the women can be, the women are what? Okay, so the women in what two pieces of work? A picture and a piece of what? Yeah, a story, a piece of art, piece of writing. So the women in the picture and story are independent. All right, so that's a shared theme. That's in that little box. That's in that little box in the middle.
In the middle.
Yeah. So that's this part here. I put that in the little box.
Oh.
Okay. You can put whatever you want. Just don't, you don't have to erase your stuff. That's okay. Okay. So here's how this works. Everybody have their pencil down for a moment? All the pencils down. All right. So here's what I want to show you. The performance task actually wants you to do all these steps. It wants you to identify the theme of the writing. It wants you to identify the theme of the photo. So all you do is create a sentence that says, the theme of the writing is, the theme of the picture is. So you're prepared. You practice that now. Okay, you practice that. You're ready for that part. It also wants you to write about the details of the writing and of the picture. You practiced that. You did that with each other and on your own. Then it wants you to do a comparison. It wants you to write down some information that you found about both the picture and the writing. And we started to do that now with the theme. So you all basically, you performed. You did the steps of the task. Okay, and you did that well. Thank you. Okay. By the way, a teacher who stands up here, we see you all doing whatever you're doing. And sometimes we'll ignore it, and sometimes it's too much, and so we'll stop you. Okay? But we can see right here, we can see everything. He's taller than me too, like he can see even more. Okay? So just focus, just do your job. Okay.
That's why I was getting off phone. I need to be more slicker.
Yeah, and you're really not. So just don't do it at all.
It's gonna work.
It will? All right, good luck. Okay, so now the next part is that you're actually going to have to do some writing. And what I want to show you about the writing, because we're just about out of time here, what I want to show you about the writing is that you have everything you need on the planning part of your task. So you take your theme and you make it the first sentence of your writing. The women in the picture and in the story are independent. There's your topic sentence, there's your thesis statement. And then you have 3 paragraphs. A paragraph about details, a paragraph about the other detail, and a paragraph about the other detail. And all you need to do is wrap it up at the end with the conclusion. That's how this works. Okay? That's how this task works. So you'll get this a week from tomorrow. You'll get a picture, you'll get a story, and your job is to identify the theme, the details, and then bring them together, what they have in common. And that's it. Can you do that? Mm-hmm. I think you can too. I think you can too. So that was my job today. So repeat after me. Mr. Gonzalez. Even though we didn't get to write, we did practice setting up my performance writing task. Today, I practiced speaking, listening, writing, and reading in English. All right, well done. So, I want to thank you for your participation. What I want to also add is that all your little squirreliness, the little things you do, the looks you give back and forth, you don't need to do that. Mr. Waddell is a good teacher. He'll help you do these things better. Don't fight him with all your little stuff. Just work with him. He's a good man, you know that. And he has lots to teach you. Just like this that you practiced before. Okay? All right. When you get a chance, and it may not be now, it might be later, let Mr. Waddell know what I did that was helpful and what he should not do because it did not help you. Okay? All right? Thank you for sharing your class, sir. I appreciate that. All right?